Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, hello again. So this is my channel. I love to do DIYs on a budget, Dollar Tree DIYs, thrift flips, Farmhouse and Rustic, REITs, and seasonal decor. So if you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that red subscribe button. Also leave me a comment. I love to hear what you guys think. And also give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel. You can also follow me over on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and Facebook. And every Friday on Facebook and here on YouTube, I do a live craft and chat at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come on by and check it out. It's lots of fun, and I do a new craft every week. Today is all about patriotic DIYs, and our hosts are Rustic and Lace, and the guest host is Crafts Unleashed by Robin. But more about that in a minute. Let's get to DIY number one. So the first DIY, if most of you have been watching my channel, I am using my laser cutter and I'm cutting out a lot of kits. So if you're interested, you can get these in my Etsy shop, which will be listed below in the description box. If you don't see in the Etsy shop, you can just send me a message here or on Etsy and I can make it for you. So the first thing we're going to do is take this round. Now the rounds I did get at Hobby Lobby, so it does not come with the kit. But I do stain it with some antique wax and then wipe it off. If you did want a round with it, I can get you a 12-inch round that I can include with your kit, but it will cost just a little bit extra. Then I'm going to take these parts of the flower that are cut out as well. They're like the petals. And I'm going to do these ones in red. And then the welcome is going to be in red as well. And I'm just using barn red, I believe. And then I'm going to use this middle portion where the welcome is going to go on in white. And then the rest of the flower will be in white as well. Because then you have the red, white, and blue. Now my camera went off. I don't know what happened. And you don't see me painting these stars on here. But I did do them with the navy blue color. Okay. Then I glued everything together. Sorry about that. And now I'm going to make a bow to go along with the round. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm using my bow dabra and I'm looping it back and forth, twisting it so that, of course, the front portion of the bow is showing. So I just put it in the tail, twist it, loop it, twist it again, and then loop it over again, and then let the tail come down the side in front, and then cut off the excess. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. Now, I do this with wired ribbon only when I make these big bows for my rounds or my wreaths. It's just easier to form them. So that's why I use wired ribbon. Now I'm going to take it out and I'm going to use a zip tie and I'm going to zip tie it together in the center. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess zip tie. And then I'm going to start fluffing out my bow. So I just bring my tails down. You know, you want them to come down. And then I just fluff out my bow, my little loops, until I get them the way I like them. And now I'm just going to fold them on the bottom and make it cute little, you know, make it look nice on the ends of your bows. So I just fold them in half and then cut in an upward direction. And that makes it look really cute on the ends. Then once I get the bow cut to the size that I want it, I did have to keep trimming it till I got it. I glued it to the top, added some beads, and that was it, you guys. I'm sorry this one was short, but this kit is really an amazing kit. I did sell it at my craft show. Everybody loves it, so go check it out. But today is all about patriotic DIYs. And like I said, this is your host and your co-host. There will also be a playlist. So go check out the playlist and everyone who is participating this month as well. So now DIY number 2. So this DIY, I have this that I cut out of my laser cutter, you guys. And I will have this kit available as well. I will not have the background though. This background piece, I actually got orange stickered sale at Hobby Lobby. So this was a really good deal. I got it for $4. So you can use any kind of backing that you have for this flag that I cut out that looks really, really rustic. So you do get the flag though with these stars and stripes. So yeah, I'm going to antique wax this whole background here. with the Antique Wax by Waverly, and I just brushed it on, and now I'm going to wipe it down with a paper towel. Wipe all that excess off. And then once I get that all wiped off, I did it front and back. I mean, but you can use any size like this that you have. You can use a piece of wood, something from the Dollar Tree this size. I mean, you can, you know, find something at Hobby Lobby in their wood section. They get 40% off every other week. But what I did is I did the stripes with the red and white, and I'm using the crimson color by Waverly, and then the white is also by Waverly. It's just the chalk paint that I get at Walmart. And this looks really cool, you guys. I love the rustic look. So this, I had to cut this out when I got the image on Etsy, and I cut it out, and I absolutely love it. So I hope you guys like it too. And like I said, if you like this kit, it is in my Etsy shop, so you'll have to go check it out. And you could message me if you don't see it there, and I will cut you a piece and send it to you if you'd like. And then next, I'm going to do the stars, which is the section with the stars on it. I guess I kept going, you guys. I guess I showed you painting the whole thing. But yeah, I used white. And then I went in with the navy blue color that I had, and it's an acrylic paint. It's a folk art paint, and it's just navy blue, and I did the stars of the flag with that color. This laser cut piece here. And then we're going to glue it all down. So I use wood glue and hot glue when I glue my wood pieces down. And this is wood glue, super glue at the Dollar Tree that you could get. And so I just use both. And then I'm going to glue that down. This piece I kept really simple because I wanted this flag to stand out. And I didn't want it to be like any other beads or, you know, a bow or anything else on it. I just wanted it to be nice and rustic and on its own. And I think it turned out really nice. I absolutely love it. And then I just glued down all my other pieces with it as well. With the hot glue and the super glue. So I did each one. And I guess I show you every piece being glued down as well. Sorry, guys. But it does turn out really super nice. And I'm also going to come in with some sandpaper, and I'm going to sand the edges just to give it a little more rustic look to it. So I just went around with my finger sander, and I just sanded the edges and brought out a little bit of that natural wood and made it look a little more rustic. And I did the outside edges and also the inside edges as well. But I mean, you can really do whatever you want with this, with your background. I mean, there's so many possibilities. But I just love the way this turned out. You guys got to let me know what you think down below in the comments. And let me know if you'd like one. Because I've been selling a lot of these craft pieces. Everybody really likes them. And I'm enjoying sending them to you guys and having you guys and then see what you make with them. And what you decide to do with them. So that's it, you guys. So I hope you like it. But let me know what you think down in the comments. So now DIY number 3. This one, I cut out a really cool, what do you call it? Oh my gosh. What do you call this? I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so sorry. I've been busy like all weekend with craft shows. But it is a cutting board, and I'm going to use red, white, and blue paints, and I'm also going to use some jute twine, some beads, and those stars that you see there that I had left over in my stash. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this with burnt umber first. We're going to make this look really rustic as well. So I always go down with a darker paint when I'm going to do a rustic look. I'm going to scrape it or sandpaper it And then I taped it off in sections because now I'm going to do my stripes. So I went in with some wax. It's just candle wax from the Dollar Tree, one of the tea light candles. And I'm just rubbing it on each one of the sections. That's going to help us when we go into scrape to pull up some of that paint. Also, when I pull up the tape, you're going to see some of the paint come up as well. So it kind of helped me out, the tape. You could do it either way. You could scrape it with a scraper, or you can use your tape to pull it up as well. So then I used plaster paint by Waverly, and then I went ahead and I lifted it up when it was dry, and I put it back down, and now we're going to do the red stripes. So I'm just going to put my tape right over the white stripes, and that's going to make, now we're going to do the red. And then once I get the tape down, I'm going to go in with the crimson. I decided to go with crimson instead of barn red color, just because it was a chalk paint and it would be thicker and it would be easier to scrape up. So then I went in with my candle wax again and did the same exact thing I did with the plaster paint. And the candle wax does go everywhere, guys. So you just got to kind of like blow it out of the way. And then I put another piece of tape down to block off the section where I'm going to put the blue for the blue stars. The blue and white stars, I should say. And then I went in with the crimson by Waverly red paint, chalk paint. And I just used my little sponge and I went in those sections. And then once it was dry, I pulled it up. Now see how some of the tape pulled up on the plaster paint? So that kind of helped me out. And next, I'm going to use my scraper now, and I'm going to scrape. Now you can scrape as much as you want to show of the brown color underneath as you want, as less as you want. I like a lot, so I go a little crazy, but you could do less. You know, and if you don't like this style, you could skip that part altogether and just do the red and white stripes like I did. And just skip the candle wax part and all that. And just make your stripes. But I love doing these on cutting boards. It's super rustic. It looks really great. And this type of stuff you could keep up all year, guys. Especially, you know, in the springtime and summer. And then once I get it scraped the way I like it, I just went in with my sander and I just sanded it to kind of smooth it out. And I went around the edges a little bit harder to show a little bit more of the brown. And I just made it to my liking. And then once I sanded everything, I taped off the top part again. And I just went in with that blue, navy blue color that I've been using. And I did the top part in that color, the handle of the cutting board. And then I had this star stencil. And I just used my sponge and I just dabbed my paint in it. And then I just made all the stars all over. And then I also sanded the edges of my handle as well. And also the top part. So it matched all the rustic pieces on the bottom. And then I decided to make a cute little rustic bow. So I just put my string down the middle, my bodabra, and I just ripped some strips of fabric that I had. This is black and cream color that I had. And then I had this red and cream color as well that went really well with this. So I just loop it back and forth in my bodabra, just like a bow, just like you would do with a wire bow or whatever ribbon you have. And then I went ahead and grabbed some twine and I just wrapped it around my 4 fingers a couple times. And then I just kind of gathered it together in the center. And I'm going to put that down in the middle of the bows that I made with the, and then I just put one string down for like the tails of it, and then I just put it down the center. Now I'm going to bring up my twine and I'm just going to tie it in the center, pull it out, and then turn it around and tie it a knot in the back. And that's it for this bow. Super easy. And then I just cut my tail, trimmed them as low as I wanted them. And then I took some of them, I had these red, white, and blue beads that were on like a twine, and I just glued them. I like circled them and then like made a circle with them and then just glued them around the top portion of my handle and glued it down in the back so it stays. And then I took my bow and glued that up towards the top of my handle. And then I took these metal pieces that I had that were stars, and they were red, white, and then they were that cream color. And I'm going to cut one off of each. And I'm going to glue them to the top and have them kind of sticking out from my bow. So I just cut them with my wire cutters and then just kind of like twisted them together with the wire that's on them. And I think I got these last year at Michael's, or it could have been Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure. And then I just glued it down underneath the bow. Then I have this established in 1776 screen stencil from Decor, and I just did the 1776 with the white chalk paste that I had. And yeah, and that was it, you guys. So I hope you guys like it. Please go check everyone out, the hosts, the guest hosts, and the playlist. And hope you guys subscribe. And don't forget to go check out the Etsy shop. And don't forget to come visit me on Fridays when I do my lives. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, remember, stay crafty. Bye.